All right, so I've recorded this video a few times now. I'm just trying to get it perfect. I want to make sure that, the message gets across, and it gets across the way I want it to. Um, so I'm going to start this off. When I was 7 years old, I almost died. The doctors told my parents, start planning a funeral. Your kid's not going to last another week. After the doctors told my parents that, a few days go by, and my parents get a phone call, and they say, hey, we're going to give your son the maximum dose of chemotherapy we can possibly give him. We're going to kill him. The chemo is going to kill him. We typically do not give this to even full-grown adults, but we're going to do it to your son because it is his last hope. So with no other option, that's what we did. And by the grace of God, and to all of his glory, I am here today. I wouldn't be here today without the Lord and without those doctors. But I'm here. And I just want to make this known. I was supposed to die. I have had a leg amputation. I have had dozens of lung surgeries on both sides, multiple rounds of chemotherapy. I have a hip replacement in my right hip where the cancer came back and tried to take my other leg, and I still keep going. The last consecutive surgery that I had, where I had multiple in a row, was when I was 12 years old. From the ages of 7 years old to 12 years old, I was in the hospital that entire time. It was my home. That's where I lived. 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old should not be in those conditions. Guess what? That's where I lived. And I was good for a few years after that. I went to school. I started my fitness journey when I was 14 years old. That's when my life changed. I made progress so quick. I was so ready to get back into things. I was so excited to be around my classmates, so excited to be a normal kid again. I took it and I hit the ground and I hit it running. Okay? No excuses. I had one leg, so what? I'm still going to fucking do it. I saw all these guys online, the best, at the time, David Lade, Dylan McKenna, Jeff Side, all those guys. I said, you know what? I can do it too. I was the only one missing a leg. I said, fuck it, I can do it too. All right. And that's what set me up. Okay. That's what set me up for all the national bench press records that I hold. That's what set me up for I weigh 150 pounds right now, 365-pound bench. Okay. I'll clip it on the screen. Come on. That's what set me up. That's what set me up with the physique that I have. I have every excuse to quit. Every single fucking excuse to quit. I had it. Okay. I had surgery when I was 16. Cancer came back. More excuse to quit. Guess what? Didn't quit. I had surgery within 1 week of surgery. Okay. You're supposed to still be in the bed on meds. Within 1 week of surgery, I was using bands. Okay. Bands, working out, trying my best to get in the gym. Spent 2 days in the hospital. You're supposed to spend a week in the hospital. I was using bands a week later. Within 2 weeks, I was back in the gym. I might not have been training as heavy as normal, but I was back in the gym. That's the level of discipline that you have to have. When you get hit with these things, when life hits you hard, you get to choose how you respond. You can either sit the fuck down and take it, or you can get up and you can do something about it. All right? And that's the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video isn't to say, oh, like, look what happened to me, feel bad, look what happened to me, look where I am. The purpose of this video is to explain to you that me, somebody who had all of the odds stacked against them, has accomplished so many of their goals. And I have more. I want to accomplish. I'm not done. Tell me how many people you know that had dozens of surgeries, that have one leg, that had chemotherapy, maximum dose of chemotherapy even allowed, who are bench pressing 365 pounds. Tell me. I'll wait. Most people, when they hit an obstacle that is too big for them to overcome, they stop. That's just how it is. But I'm telling you, you have another option. You have the option to take it and run with it. To take it and do better. You have the option to whatever your goals are, literally whatever they are, you can accomplish them, bro. There's nothing special about me. There's literally nothing special about me. I'm telling you, I have had every reason to quit, and I didn't, and I've come so far. For every single one of you that's watching, I want that for you. I want you to be able to accomplish all your goals. And even though things look hard, even though things might be difficult, you might, gotten injured, you might have gotten diagnosed with cancer, whatever it is, there is always hope. You get to choose how you respond to the hands that you're dealt. And that's why I'm making this video. And I'm going to make more. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I think it's important that you guys see my backstory. You guys only see where I am. You don't see the backstory. And no matter how much I explain to you and I tell you and I try to show you my backstory, it's so small compared to actually being there and living with it. I can only hope that somebody out there watching benefits from this video. That's my goal of making this. I want somebody, at least one person, I pray one person for making videos like this benefits and changes their life. That's it. There's nothing special about me, dude. There's literally nothing special. Nothing. I was dealt a shitty hand, but I made it work. And you can too. Every single one of you guys, you can do it. So, quit making excuses. Get in the gym. Chase after your goals. And I'll see you in the next one.